What up? Josh and Carl back at you one more time. Make a quick little video for you. I figured what better way to start a video off than with that. I know that always brightens my day. No, what I'm going to actually talk about today is a couple little pieces of hardware and do a little product review for especially for you Serato guys. So, first thing I'm going to do is I went out and got another tripod. So we're going to hook this puppy up real quick. Bam. So now you guys can see. There we go. Alright, first thing I'm going to talk about is a Western Digital 500 gig Studio Passport hard drive. This is her right here. You see it's got a 800 FIrewire and it comes with a 800 to 400 FIrewire. It's also got USB. If you have a Mac, these four little dots that you can barely see on there will actually show you your capacity. Not that it's that hard to figure out anyways. It also slides over and makes a nice little cover for your ports. It's about the same size as the older Western Digital like 120 gig passports and things like that. Light, solid, plastic but rugged. I went and got this under the guise that an 800 to 400 would work with my little tiny, you really can't see it, my 1394, which I was told which was FIrewire, which you can get a 400 to 1394 4-pin converter, but USB is at 480, and FIrewire 400 is at 400. The thing is I've read things that say USB transfers at 480 but not consistently, and I imagine if I have 4 USB things plugged in, we're not going to see that 480. So again, Western Digital 500 gig FIrewire hard drive. It seems pretty fast when I use the 800 FIrewire. Now, I don't have a FIrewire 800 port, so how did I do that? The next product. Dynex Express Card FIrewire adapter. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. So it's plugged right into your Express Card port, and it's got your older FIrewire, which is the 400 FIrewire right there, and then over here you have your FIrewire 800, and then in the middle, if you have an unpowered device, much like our Western Digital Passport, you can plug this in to a wall adapter with a 12-volt adapter, which it does not come with. You have to go out and find at Radio Shack a 12-volt adapter that fits in that little hole. And you can power your passports and things like that. Now, here's what I figured out, and hopefully this will save you guys some money and some time. If you have to power your hard drive, it's probably better to go out and buy like a 750 or a terabyte drive that you have to power anyways. So like with this, I plug it in, I plug in the power, and my 500 gig Western Digital is now powered, and I'm not utilizing my USB ports, which was something I wasn't having an issue with, but with running video, I wanted the 800 transfer rate rather than the 400. My videos were playing fine, but I was getting that like 2 seconds of load time when I dropped a video into Serato. So now with the 800, it literally drops it in instantly. I have to wait like literally a quarter of a second for that whole file to build, and I can use it. So here's how this works. You need to have the Express Card slot. Now the Express Card slot is on most computers. Anything after, I'd say probably 1998, is this one right here. Mine actually came with a remote control, and this actually just slides in like that, and it's like a 34 and a 54 millimeter port or something like that. I forget the actual numbers for it, but you just take this out, make sure you have the slot. Don't go by this until you make sure you have this slot and it works. Then you literally just slide it in, and then you give it some power. You only need to give it power if your device does not have power. That's why I said if you're going to use this, it's probably not a bad idea to get one of those bigger hard drives and just let that power. Because now that I'm powering this little tiny 500 Western Digital, which I gotta remind you that it comes formatted towards Mac, so you just have to reformat it, which takes, you know, a couple hours. So basically, you just plug this into your FIrewire port, and you plug this into the other FIrewire port, and it works just like any other hard drive. So you can see there, I have power in the USB, the FIrewire 800 going down to my Western Digital, and you can see that little light right there. It means it's thinking, and it works just like, I was doing some transcoding, so I'm gonna get that out of the way. It works just like a regular drive. It comes up just like a regular drive, and it's lightning fast. So you guys that are having USB issues, with Serato especially, this might be your option to fixing that. Now it is a little bulky and it kind of sticks out, but in this particular setup, you can see how that would be potentially problematic. But a lot of places you don't actually set up like this. Maybe you put the computer back a little ways so your arm's not hitting it when you're reaching for the tone arm and things like that. Also, if you don't have the 500 and you're powering it, you know, via the power supply on the hard drive, you won't, you know, have this little wire running around. Of course, you can snake anything nowadays, a little Velcro, and you're good. The other product I wanted to quickly talk about is this one I got. Actually, I got it like 2 months ago, and I've noticed a lot of people have a different one. It's the DR Pro adjustable DJ laptop stand, and that's what I'm using. It's almost identical to the Odyssey one, but everybody I know, not everybody, a good handful of the people I know that have the Odyssey have had issues with it. This one, I think it was like 90 bucks at Guitar Center, and as you can see, it's just like the other ones, but this particular brand seems really solid. If you guys have a larger computer like I do, like one of the 17-inch MacBook Pros, I know they weigh half as much as this thing does, but sometimes those Uber stands and things like that are just right out. You can't do it with a big 17-inch computer. That thing will just fall right off. So that's it. Dynex. Dynex 800 express card adapter for FIrewire. Now, anybody who uses video will tell you need to use either FIrewire or Serial or eSATA or one of those much faster connections for the best performance. Not that it doesn't work, because I've been using straight up unpowered USB with video for months now, but I figured why not push it. This was $50 at Best Buy. Now, I would suggest, in hindsight, doing a little searching for a similar product, but maybe from a different brand, because Dynex is kind of like the GoBot to Transformers, for anybody who knows exactly what I'm talking about with that. Hear that? There's a little something in there. I don't know what it is, but it works. So if you found like a more reputable brand, you might be better off, because that makes me a little bit nervous. But then again, if worst case scenario, I just switch to USB for the night and go buy a new one. Another thing I bought is this Case Logic case. 15 bucks. Protects that, nice hard drive. It's got a little case for your wires, a little strap to keep the hard drive in. I actually went with this one over they make one that say hard drive. This one's actually for the Nintendo DS. It has a strap in it. The hard drive one doesn't have a strap. That's really about it. Just wanted to keep you guys up on some new, not new products, but ways to use products to get your Scratch Live to work the best it potentially can. I know a lot of people have issues with USB dropouts and things like that, and if you can take something like your hard drive off of USB and move it to FIrewire, and why not, right? I hope this helps you guys out, and I hope you guys can learn from my mistakes and buy a terabyte drive with power rather than a Western Digital. But if that's all you need, by all means, go grab it. It's an awesome drive. 150 bucks at the Apple Store. If you try to get it online, it's like 160. Just walk into the Apple Store at your local mall and grab it there. Alright, that's it. Check back soon. I'll try to post another video. If you have any suggestions for a video, let me know. I'll see what I can put together for you, alright? Take care.